Hi, my name is Andrea Cardona, and I'm a recent graduate of the New York City Flatiron Bootcamp. For those of you that are not familiar with Flatiron, it is a intensive and immersive coding bootcamp that teaches two primary coding languages, Ruby on Rails and JavaScript. But before I jump right into showcasing my final project, I would really like to say thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to be here with me, and for giving me the opportunity. I really appreciate it. Um, okay, so let me tell you a little bit about CouCou. It's an application I built in the last 2 weeks of my time at Flatiron, and really an opportunity for me to rely on the skills that I had learned throughout my time there. CouCou is an easy and friendly way to keep your daily journal. You're able to track down your moods, your activities, and your thoughts for the week. So I'll be showing some of those functionalities. But first, let's actually hop into my profile. That's my very secretive password. Once I click submit, you'll be taken to your dashboard as a user. Here you have a picture, you'll be able to make a new entry, and your data will be displayed here. To show you some of the functionality, I'm going to make a new entry with you. And here you can click the day. I used a package to install this into my program. We'll select the 22nd, and then it'll ask you how you're feeling today. Today I felt really, really happy. So I'm going to click on the deliriously happy emoji. It'll then take you to the next functionality where it'll ask you what you're thinking about. This is where I wanted the user to have an opportunity to write down anything that was kind of running through their minds throughout the day. Being an intensive coding bootcamp, it's really, emotionally draining. There's a lot of ups and downs, and I wanted this time to kind of reflect on that. But today, for this demonstration, I'm going to just write down, I'm thinking about coding. Once we hit submit, we'll be taken to our next feature. And here it'll ask us, what did you do today? You can see here that there's a variety of different options, but I wanted to give the opportunity to the user here to select different activities, because in no given day are we really only doing one thing. So I'm going to select a few different things. Today I did some work. I had some time with my friends and grabbed a drink. Let's just say that's all for today. Once I hit submit, I'll be taken back to my dashboard and my profile. And as you can see here, all of the data that the user has inputted is beautifully displayed using chart.js and these graphs. So up here, you'll see a bar graph that will track your weekly mood. Down here, a pie chart that will track your different activities for the week. And as I mentioned, having gone through my experience in the boot camp, where I'm constantly studying, it's an emotional roller coaster, learning and struggling through different programming languages and having a lot of fun throughout the process. But I wanted to make sure I was having a balance in my life and, spending some time to kind of recharge. And I really wasn't doing that. So I wanted to use this application to kind of have a way to visualize what I was spending my time on. But this is a really great application to use even post-graduation. So I wanted to keep that in mind when thinking of my final project and thinking of what I wanted to build. Some key features that I'd like to highlight when I built CouCou was, as I mentioned, I used React chart.js, which was really fun to work with. A lot of this is custom CSS on the front end, just for functionality and design, really. I created the backend using Ruby on Rails and following the MVC pattern. It's really what helps stores your activities for the week, your mood, if the user has a new entry. and configured all the routing on the front end. One other feature I'd like to mention here is that you can actually click into your past date journal entries. Here you'll see the date, what you wrote about, your mood, and your activities for the week. And I really wanted to mimic here what a traditional journal would be like. You're able to flip through pages in the past and kind of read what you wrote. And as someone who used to journal a lot, that was really fun. And I wanted to add that functionality for the user here. I'm going to log out, but I hope you enjoyed this very quick demonstration of my final project. It was a project that I took a few days to really think about how I was going to structure it, how I was going to build it, and kind of gave me this taste of what it felt like to be a developer and see a project from the start to the finish. Whether it was having to kind of change the direction of some of my features. We were only given 2 weeks, so I was constantly having to learn things quickly, maybe perhaps take a step back on some of the features that I wanted to add. But now that I have a bit more time, I'll be working on this project a bit more and adding a lot more functionality. Either way, I really appreciate the time again, and I hope to hear any feedback that you may have. Maybe there's features that you want added as a user. I'm more than open to hearing those comments, but I look forward to connecting with you soon, and have a great rest of your day. Thank you.